Wee, wee, wee. It's what happens when it's very, very late at night and you have work to do, but you're tired and you don't feel like doing it, but you have to do it. So here I am, sculpting late at night. That would be a great name for a video. Late night sculpting. Okay, so here's the dealio. We're going to start off with this little lump of clay. It's going to turn into a head. Poor guy should have quit while he was ahead. Gonna knead the clay, get it soft, workable. Super Sculpey firm. Takes a while to soften up. When it's cold, it can actually bruise your hands as you're working it. Okay. So tonight, I'm just going to worry about getting the basic shape down, basic proportions, and see what I can do with it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have a lot of work to do. My knife. Yeah. Be careful with my X-Acto knife so I don't cut my cords to my earbuds. That would be terrible. Terrible, terrible, I say. Some days you just can't get rid of the lid. I paraphrase Batman from 1966. I have no idea whether or not anyone can hear me on this. So, hopefully it works. Okay. So, first things first, general proportions. Overall length of the head. This is where we start off with. I go to about 30. This guy's a little bit taller. So I'm going to go at about 38 millimeters high. There we go. So not bad. I was over by about that much. Okay. So now I trim this. Got some silicone stuck to my blade. I don't want silicone in my clay because that will stop my clay from adhering to each other. Okay. There's that. Okay. Now I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Now, there's a good part about this particular sculpture that I'm looking forward to. And that is my subject has a very large beard, which, if he had a very large beard and a lot of hair, would be really helpful, because then you pretty much just have to kind of get the eyes and the nose, and then the hair and the beard cover everything else up, and cheekbones and stuff like that. Basically, you get to cheat a bit, but of course, that's not going to work for this one. But it's okay. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to get it done. And when I say I'm going to get it done, I mean I'm going to get the base done tonight. Have a lot of other stuff to do tomorrow. NOP. Here we go. All right. It should be interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, now the hard part about sculpting someone with a large beard is you have to assume where the chin is. And that will sort of set off um, your features from there. Now, as we do this, what I'll do is I'll measure from the top of the head. So because I'm measuring from the top of the head, I'm going to adjust this early because there's a crown here. It kind of goes. See, the top of the head is very, very rarely perfectly round. It usually has this sort of like angle to it, like so. Let's see if you can see here. Okay. All right. Now, from here, I'm going to measure down where I estimate the chin to be at 38 millimeters. Then I'm going to measure from the top of the head to the eyes. So I have to hold this thing, the calipers, in position like so. And then I'm going to move this up here. And just sort of guesstimate there. Okay, so from the top of the head, the eyes come down about 16 millimeters. It's going to be right about there. Okay, so now what I'm going to have to do is carve out the eyes. I figure it's close to Halloween, so it's okay to kind of do those, little twisted kind of thingies there. Oh, my daughter's awake and she put the dog out. But she's got earbuds in. I don't think she can hear the dog barking. It's only 2 o'clock in the morning. Who could she possibly wake up? Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go like this because there's an ample Neanderthalic ridge on the eyebrow, brow ridge, like so. I'm going to cut away a little bit of the side here because that always helps. Okay, now, as I'm doing this, I'm going to go back and measure to my face. Set this back to 38 millimeters again. Okay, and I go this way. Now, estimating for the chin. Now I'm going to go for the width of the face. Right about there. Okay, so the face width is 18 millimeters. As you can see, we're a little fat on that. We're quite a bit fat on that. So a little slicey dice. A little slicey dice. And little slicey dice. Just in the clay, not my fingers. You've sliced yourself open before. Indeed, I have. Many times. Not intentionally, but when you work overnight stocking shelves so you can go to college in the daytime with people your age and not ancient like 30. You tend to injure yourself with some of the work tools because you're usually exhausted. So I started doing, I started working overnight so I could go to college in the daytime where the hot girls were, in theory. Interesting, back in the um, late 80s, some community college. Okay. That looks kind of creepy, doesn't it? It's a little. Mark, I should be sleeping. Okay. I should definitely be sleeping. So I'm not going to last too long on this because, again, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I have a class to teach at 7 a.m. If I were to go to bed now, I would get 4.5 hours sleep. But who needs sleep? Ha! Okay, so from here, I'm going to go to reference. I'm going to go for a profile shot. Okay, and kind of hold this up to here. I'm bumping my camera too much. Ooh, okay. Get up there like that. Skulls are very interesting to sculpt. Oh yeah, the eye has to come back much more. The all-seeing eye. I'm just hoping to get a base layout here. I'm hoping to shoot for about a half hour to get an idea about where I want to put this. Push that in there and that in there. Okay. So far, so good. If I can get the base layout of this thing set, I will be a very, very happy person. Okay. Like that. Like that. Okay. La-da-dee, la-da-dee. Hey, Mo. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, sorry. It's close to Halloween. There's only one movie reference I should be making like that, this close to Halloween. And that's Chick! Chick! That, of course, is Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Classic, classic monster movie in the Universal vein, which actually is in canon. Canon. As if those words had any meaning anymore. Boop. Okay, let's check the length of the nose with my calipers. Once again, turning on calipers. Go to 38 millimeters. Come on, yeah, just a smidge. There we go. Yeah, too much. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to go from here. There. Okay. Now the length of the nose is about 7 millimeters. Darn, that's pretty close. I'm gonna shave a smidgy off the end here. Okay, I definitely need it fatter at the base though. So I need clay because the nose is made of clay, because the whole face is made of clay, because the head's made out of clay. I was just a little green ball of clay. I'm Gumby, dammit. Yeah, I know that's like probably older than most people. Eddie Murphy played Gumby. Who's Gumby? Gumby was a little claymation character made out of clay. He was green with a wedge head. And he had his little show on when I was young, very, very young. And he had his horse Pokey, who was orange. And they would kind of skate everywhere. Not with actual skates, just kind of skate along because they were made out of clay. See, what I do is I'm going to try and get the base measurements down tonight where everything kind of lines up. So in the morning, I'll have a 2-hour break between classes. Maybe actually 3-hour break between classes. So I'll have 3.5 hours, 9 to 12:30. I will have open to sculpt. So if I can have this base layer just kind of done, it's going to make me very happy. And then I can just sort of jump on it. And again, this fella has a beard. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, 3D printing. Ugh, God bless your brother. Everybody I talk to that has one of them has a nightmare with them. They malfunction, they kind of putter out and stop printing things right. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just do some lower eyelids. And then I'm going to call it a night. Because if I don't get close to 5 hours sleep, I will not be very functional tomorrow. And I don't have the luxury of taking a nap. Far too much to do. So much to do, so little time. Again, you always do the lower lid first because the upper lid has to lay over top of the lower lid. Again, I'm not particularly concerned about like the real shape. Just want to kind of set this up as a marker. I'm going to take this other piece here. I'm gonna go like this here. Take this here and place this here like that. Because I am very tired, it would be pointless for me to try and like do a detailed sculpt because my brain's just not going to function that well. But if I can do this, I can kind of get this started. It'll give me such a head start for tomorrow. Okay. All right. So I have a bit of a problem here. So I touched the top of the head and I misshaped it. Okay. So I go there. Now look. See, this eye here needs to go back a little bit further than that one. Okay. There. And this has to come up here a little bit. And I need a little piece of clay because it's going to work out much better for me if I start off with this sort of balanced out. Okay, so again, all I'm looking for is to like, you can see how like the one eyelid is higher than the other, but that's because of the angle of the face I'm working at right now. Go here, push this up a little bit here. It goes there. All right. Yeah, I think I did one eye higher than the other. I did. So I'm going to lift that brow there. That's it. That. Okay. Let's see here. No. I think I'll try and set the cheekbones. I think for the cheekbones, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the profile shot. Okay. And I'm going to take some of this. Okay. I'm going to roll, a little press. Okay. I'm going to set the cheekbones right about there. And right about there. You know what? I'm going to switch these because this piece is actually a little fatter than the other one. This piece is a little thinner. And this side needed a little less than the other one. Okay. There we go. It's all about balance. Looking where things balance each other and where they don't. Okay, so there's a basic face there like that. Okay. Eyelids are hooded. So what I'm going to do, push that down just a little bit. Push this down just a little bit. And this side's definitely going to need a little bit more help. Okay. All right. That's going to be it for tonight because I am fading fast. Tomorrow, I will jump back on this and get to work on it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Mark, I will talk to you soon. We will be discussing that project that we have in the works as soon as I get the source photos from our subject. Good night, everyone. Mwahahaha.